powers up with a special weapon. And just as Gamer Captain was telling Blue Hair Fine Shit to back her up, she absolutely destroys this spore ants like, yeah, this is clean, bro. I ain't even lie. Quickly packs it up. Start off season 2 with a calm low episode, you feel me? So boom, we see a kaiju let's go off and people are doing the dash, running for their lives. And I just realized something. I have never seen a single fast nigga in this anime. Like, I'm not even trolling, bro. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but bro, show me a scene where you see a fat nigga, cause I for sure haven't. I mean, how could you? Y'all getting kaiju attacks damn near every day, which means y'all on the run damn near every day. So tell me how one can be fat in such an environment. Anyways, we see Kid Kafka and Mina doing the dash as well. Mina trips and starts crying, but Kafka reassures said that, you know, everything's gonna be fine, shorty. Everything's gonna be alright. We then see the defense officers pulling up to the scene and Kafka was cheering them on. But I think the kaiju heard them and he didn't like that very much. So he causes rubble to fall on Kafka and he hits his head on the sidewalk and looks around to peep where Mina was at. But he sees the defense officers pointing their guns at him instead, like, bro, what the fuck is going on? He then looks up and peeps Mina holding her bigger gun, preparing to fire on him. Like, gang, what's going on, bruh? She gives the order and they start letting that bitch sing, bruh. Trying to turn bro into the craziest Swiss cheese, but he started attacking and fires off this beam, taking out one of the choppers. This one tried to be slick and get away, but bro, he got clipped too. Bro thought he was safe. They continue going at it with Kafka growing like a gazillion feet, and then bam, he snaps out of it. And turns out he was just having a nightmare. We then cut to Mina and my goat, Levi, having a little convo. Basically talk about their rookies who were being transferred to different divisions because of the damage done on their base from their last battle, which I covered in this video. But again, do not click off or else. We peep Ichigawa and his rival having a low exploring time. We then cut to Shinomiya, who was transferred to the first division, Japan's strongest division, and she was scrolling through her phone, you know, minding her own business, when we see this 7-foot behemoth walk through the door that was smaller than he was, so he had to bend down just to get through. And the way Shinomiya had to tilt her head like 180 degrees just to look at his face was funny as hell to me, bro. And to all the shorties watching this is what y'all want? A nigga who's gonna give you neck pains anytime you try to look at his face? Yeah, alright. They walk through the hallway to get to the captain's room. He walks in only to find him in the hardcore gaming section, trying to rank up to platinum. Like, bro, what? The strongest person in Japan is a hardcore gamer as well. They have a low wholesome moment, and Shinomiya is not impressed like at all. But he is still the strongest, and she's trying to get strong, so she gotta lock in. She salutes him, but he says, "God, that I only need one thing from you." But before he could even continue, they get a kaiju alert, and he says, "How about I show you instead?" So we are outside now, and they're having their normal drills, and we peep Godzilla? Oh nah. The first kaiju you're fighting up that's winning is Godzilla? Yeah, wrap it up, bro. There's been countless movies about this nigga, and in all of them, or at least the ones that I've seen, he always comes out on top. Just ask my nigga Kong. They begin to battle when Shinomiya is impressed by their sheer strength and coordination, noticing that even the extras have impressive combat abilities. And now it's time for the main event, the captain of the first division versus Godzilla. He gives this low cold speech and then jumps out of the chopper without a parachute. And guess what? You can do it too, but only once though. His weapon is revealed and he lands on top of the Godzilla and literally blew his back out.
What?
Like, I'm not even trolling, I'm not kidding. That's exactly what he did. He inserted his weapon into his back, pause, and blew his back out. And this gotta be Team Godzilla or something, cause ain't no way my goat got down like this by a nigga who plays video games all day. Nah, this can't be my goat. This nigga is definitely a fraud. Anyways, you see him posted up on top of his weapon, aura farming and looking cool as shit. Like, I can't even lie. My boy knew exactly when the cameras were on him and he took full advantage of it. He even asked the cameraman if he got it. Like, nah, for real, look.
You get the picture yet? You get the picture yet?
And then he tells Shinomiya that all he gets about is strength and results, and that's it. So after that low first battle of the season, we get into a meeting with Kafka, the captain and the director who almost got put on a t-shirt last season. He assigns Kafka to join the first division as well, but Gamer Captain says, "Oh hell nah, I'm good off that. I'm strong enough as it is. I don't need no kaiju ang joining my division." Like, nah bro, I'm not even kidding. That's exactly what he said. The director tells him he's arrogant, and yeah, I think anyone who plays video games all day just to reach platinum and still got time to go out, not only to touch grass, which by itself is a great accomplishment. Shout out to all my gamers who haven't seen grass in real life, by the way. But also goes out solo Godzilla by himself is allowed to be arrogant, bro. I'm just saying. The director tells him that the kaiju are evolving, and so they need to evolve as well. So he says, "Bet, just turn this big sack of beats into a weapon for me and we good." But Kafka says, "Oh hell nah, fuck you respectfully. But I can't die just yet, because I have a promise to keep. So yeah, I ain't trying to die until that happens." Gamer Captain finally agrees and tells him that if he ever loses control again, he's murking him and turning him into a game controller for his games, and walks away. So after that, we get another kaiju attack. Like, damn, this kaiju don't know where to chill. Y'all attack every day just to get packed up. It's almost like y'all want to die. But while most people were running away for their life, this idiot thought it was a good idea to get a flick for the gram. And look at what she saw.
Oh, hell no!
Like bro, my black ass would have been out of there the moment I saw two glowing eyes staring at me from the dark. Like the fuck are you staring at? Your next meal? Not me, nigga, I'm gone. We then peeped that it wasn't a single kaiju but multiple kaiju, and they get revealed, and bro, who let the Chimera ants from Hunter x Hunter get out? These ants are getting way too bold lately. First it was Hunter x Hunter, and then recently solo leveling, and now they're in Kaiju number 8. What next? Gachakuda? If you know, you know. We then catch the first division extras finishing their morning routine, and of course Ant is over here sweating bullets and breathing gallons, and I just know his heartbeat is sounding like this. Wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly. Shinomiya isn't satisfied with her training though and walks over to the gamer captain's room to ask him to train her. But he in turn begs her for some money because he claims his check was missing from his bank account. Like bro, look behind you. I promise you the check didn't go missing. He just bought a bunch of useless shit. But as they continue speaking, an alarm goes off warning them about the kaiju attack, and they get ready to move out. Bro was especially pissed because the attack ruined his chances of getting Shinomiya to give him some money. And not gonna lie, this show right here was cold as fuck. We get to see a bunch of other kind of important characters with blue hair fine shit right here, and this tall goofy nigga smoking in the background thinking he's fine. Like bro, ain't nobody seeing you, bruh. Gamer captain says these two siblings and the rest of them were split up, doing their own thing. Shinomiya of course powers up with a special weapon, and just as Gamer captain was telling blue hair fine shit to back her up, she absolutely destroys the spore ants. Like yeah, that business claim, right? I ain't gonna lie. Quickly packs it up, having flashbacks to my goat, Levi, and Mina, saying that she has to be faster and hit way harder to get to their level, and continues with the abuse. Obviously everybody was either shocked or it's nothing. Blue hair fine shit tried to be mad but lost all her aura after Shinomiya cast her off mid-sentence by shooting at another ant and telling her to pay more attention. Like, oh nah, shorty, you're gonna let your new recruits do you like this? Me personally, I would have let that machine gun sing right here and there, but she a better person than me, so we moving on. Dude over here tries to aura farm by taking out 3 ants with a shotgun, but bro, ain't nobody paying attention to you, Unc. Wrap it up, wrap it up. We peeped that the gamer captain is worried because these ants type usually never show up above ground, so there's definitely something sketchy going on. And finally, it was time for my favorite new gen Unc to show off his abilities. He was still scared of losing control and getting packed into a weapon, so he tries partial transformation, but it doesn't work. So he had no choice but to go full kaiju mode. He starts powering up and building up excitement and anticipation, and then nothing. It fails. His ass was tossed aside, coughing up blood. Obviously, he was shocked and confused as to why it wasn't working. But before he could even do anything else, Kaiju number 9 pops back up to say hi. And this time, he actually does talk a bit before shooting him. So, hey, that's a W or L because he shot my mans. Everybody is shocked, and just like last time, this motherfucker revived every single ant he gets killed. Like, bro, are you serious? Me in that moment, I would have hung up my suit right there and then walked away because this shit ain't worth it. Not only did he revive them, but just like last time, they came back stronger. Like, bro, what do you think this is? Elden Rings? You are not Belina, my guy. Kafka tries transforming again but fails, so gamer captain tries to go and back him up. But hold on, nigga, now there's 2 kaiju number 9s. Yeah, if I didn't have enough reason to quit after the revival, this would be my 13th reason why, because there's no way I'm fighting these 2 ugly motherfuckers. These 2 had to work together just to take down a single ant. That's just how bad it has gotten. Bro over here breathing like he just finished 1 round with Lizzo. Like, I don't blame you, my brother. They tried backing Kafka up, but oh nah, that was crazy. As an ordinary character in this show, you just have to realize that you should stay away from this Ankh. He's bad news for, extras. Kaiju number 9 was determined to kill Kafka and take his powers. Got his leg and then bam, had him flying and slamming into a sign like Spider-Man. Tries again to transform, but just like that baby trying to make a comeback after getting cancelled, that shit does not work. The director was itching for a fight, but Baldy tells him to sit his old eye down because the non-med weapons drain your life force anytime you use them, so he shouldn't rely on them too much. But then Shinomiya pulls up and splits number 9 in 2. He then regenerates and hits her with the "who the fuck are you?" She says he doesn't need to know her because she's about to pack him up right here and then. Boy, if you don't... We come back to Gamer Captain, and Kaiju number 9 didn't give a flying fuck about him. He just wanted to go where Kafka was. The Gamer Captain tries small talk, but he interrupts him with an attack. He evades and lands on this rooftop to aura form again. Number 9 asks him if he was stronger than Kaiju number 8, which pissed him off, so he attacks and clashes with him. We peep the director having an inner monologue with himself, saying that this is something the new generation has to overcome by themselves. Shinomiya then asks Kafka what the hell was going on. He says he is not sure. She then says it might be Kaiju number 9 doing something to him, so she's going to immobilize him, which will undo whatever signal Jama it has on Kafka, allowing him to transform. It then split up and it begins to attack, splitting itself in 2. So that proves that there wasn't 2 Kaiju number 9s all along. He just developed the ability to clone himself. Nigga think he's Naruto. He manages to injure Shinomiya and prepares for another crazy attack, but Shinomiya rips through with her weapon, and she has an inner monologue and then flashback to her childhood. And we finally get to see her mom, a defense force captain who wielded the numbered weapon number 4. Shinomiya was very proud of her mom and made a promise to fight by her side when she's older. But as you already know, her mom dies to Kaiju number 6, and at the funeral, Shinomiya was crying but looked at her dad and saw that man was completely locked logged in. And in her memory, we didn't see him working with the defense force. So I don't know, maybe I might be wrong. So she wipes off her tears and decides to make it up to her mom by becoming the strongest and protecting everyone. So come back to the present and Shinomiya continues with the attacks, cutting off one of his hands. But he made the anti-head rapidly expand, causing her to lose her balance. But Kafka comes in clutch and kicks her with all his strength, stabilizing it enough for her to continue attacking. But he broke his leg in the process. Shinomiya then uses a new technique to rip number 9 into tiny pieces and then shouts for Kafka to do it now. So he tries to transform again and we get to peep inside his head, and basically he's still traumatized and scared of losing control and killing his comrades. So once again he fails to transform and tells Shinomiya that it wasn't Kaiju No. 9 after all, but it was his own fault he couldn't transform. Back at headquarters we peeped that one-eyed old head over here was hating on Kafka, talking about Sam. I knew this was a bad idea, and let me guess, he lost his eye to a kaiju, probably why he hates Kafka so much. Jealous nigga. Body then says they should move ahead with plan B, but my good captain says that nah, fuck that, I'll deal with it. We cut to him doing his thing against the other clone. He then unleashed his full combat power, which was 98%. Yeah, this guy is actually broke. I get why he's so cocky and laid back. Like, what do you got to be worried about with this kind of power? I mean, he literally took down Godzilla with one back blowing attack. Granted, that was Team Godzilla, but it was still clean. He's so broken that anytime he unleashes full combat power, the surrounding areas are off limits. Tell me that he's in aura. Charges up and then cuts off one of his legs. You peep that the weapon burns the wound as it cuts. Kaiju No. 9 knew that this was gonna be a problem, so he tries attacking from long range, but Gamer Captain said, oh nah, you must not know who I am. Hold my bag for me. And started firing off shots from his weapon. They begin going at it, and then Kaiju No. 9 says, and I'm not even kidding, he says, I understand it now.
What? I understand it now.
Like, nah, dog, this motherfucker watching way too many TikToks. And all of a sudden, Gamer Captain is missing all his shots, looking like a stormtrooper. He closes in and tries slashing. Number 9 weaves and then flash steps into a shot. Gamer Captain leaves back, only to be met with a dozen other firing things, and then it explodes. The old heads back at the base are observing how Kaiju No. 9 continues to adapt and evolve. Then that thing is Maraga. When I see Gamer Captain, he's completely fine, no damage whatsoever. And Kaiju No. 9 is obviously surprised. Gamer Captain locks in and started powering up again. His eyes were the same as when we first saw him in battle. Number 9 asks why his eyes look like those of a kaiju, but he casts him off by attacking and turning bro into a donut. We learn that his eyes, the Retina 01, were made from the retina of Kaiju No. 1 and is Japan's oldest numbered weapon. So Gamer Captain actually fires with 2 numbered weapons. Like, how strong can he get? This weapon's ability was to predict the future of living things, and no living thing was able to avoid this attack back in the day when it first appeared. And I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, so how the fuck did they manage to defeat that kaiju? But anyways, Gamer Captain continues to attack, turning bro into Swiss cheese. Number 9 is obviously confused, having an inner monologue. He tries attacking Gamer Captain back. He leaps into the air and sees where his core was located, and then uses a technique of his own to take it down and hit this cleaner apples. And now it was Kafka's turn. Number 9 regenerates and actually destroys Shinomiya's weapon with his attack, and they started doing Kafka so dirty. Had my boy hitting the new emotes. Kids were looking bad, like really bad. Kafka started mumbling to himself, saying that it was just fear of the kaiju taking over and killing his friends. Shinomiya heard that and told him not to underestimate the defense force and their strength, and Kafka realized just how big of an idiot he's been and finally logs in and believes in his comrades.
I am a menace. Keep me a right.
Let's go! My goated Ankh is back. The director tells them to commence phase 2 of their plan. Number 9 gives a battle cry to revive all the dead ants once again, like, nah bruh, at this point you are just trolling. And then spawns in wings for the ants, like bro, this nigga is just using creative mode, he's just spawning in things randomly. Kafka thanks Shinomiya and tells her to take care of the ants while he takes care of number 9. And the way things were going, I thought they were going to leave us in the meanest cliffhanger of all time. But nah, we got to see their fights in this episode, so lock in for the final fight of this video. Number 9 yaps about how he's learned a bit about Kafka since their last battle. Bro was still sorted from what Kafka did to him last time. It's my other video, but you know the drill. Do not click off. Kafka wasn't trying to hear all that, so he speed braces him and takes out his score. Bro really started to flex at this point, but he got the wrong one. And they started going at it, and Kafka realizes that he hasn't even scratched the surface of his kaiju's power, and that the kaiju taking over him taught him how to use his powers. Number 9 then traps him and tries to shoot, but he escapes and then goes airborne. And then uses the speed boosters from his feet to propel him crazy fast at number 9, clashing into him. And once again, number 9 doesn't disappoint us, hitting us with his funny lines. Something changed, and then goes out exploding. Kafka made it rain and everyone is in awe. Body simply says magnificent, and yeah, it's actually magnificent if you made it this far into my vid, and for that I say thank you. I'll leave a link to season 1 down in the description so you can check it out if you wanna. Drop me a like, comment your thoughts. I think this anime is actually so peak. I don't know why niggas are not covering it, but hey, that just leaves me to cover it. So yeah, and if you want to see more of this like this, smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated. Follow my Instagram, my TikTok. I'm about to start clipping over there, and yeah, I love y'all, and I'll see you in my next vid. YC out.
This is the fight of our lives, and we're gonna win. Whatever it takes.
I'm
mom.